How's it, everyone? Kevin Du Toit. Today's an extraordinary day because you're watching this. It means you're alive, you're awake, you're making things happen, you're taking action. So I want to tell you why I am a secret weapon, why my clients thrive under my care. As a clinical hypnotherapist, I know the trade secrets. I know the message units to use because everybody is suggestible. 95% of your day is pure automation. From everything. You've been programmed for everything. From when you wake up to having your coffee or your breakfast, driving to work on autopilot, right? Like, how did I get here? You know, your day job where you're told what to do. You're instructed through message units. It's called message units because you're suggestible to follow orders. Then you get home, you leave at 5 o'clock. You don't spend another minute over 5 o'clock. You don't even stay there for half an hour. No, you don't. You're there till 5:01. You go home. When you get home, you're like, wow, I just got home. How did that happen? It's all hypnosis. You're in a hypnotic state. That's what it is. Your entire life you've been programmed. From the neighborhood you were brought up by your parents, your school, the institutions, the colleges, the universities, they've all got their curriculum, their programs, right? So they're taking their programs and instilling them
on you. So in a sense, you're giving them authority over you. So who makes the decisions now?
Do you? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. But I think you just have a spontaneous thought and you just say whatever first comes to your mind. I don't believe 98% of the people actually pause, ponder the question, and then respond properly, effortlessly. I think everything is a spontaneous, automatic response. I'm not saying this to indulge you in criticism. I'm saying this because I want you to understand why most people that you hang out with are broke. Why most people that you know live paycheck to paycheck. They don't have a savings. They don't have an investment portfolio. They don't own real estate. Multiple sources of revenue, streaming revenue, because of their programming. They've adapted to their environment. My clients are just thriving. They've got so much courage. They're so determined for massive success. And they've evolved not in years. They've evolved in days and weeks and months. I've seen my clients transform so drastically. They're not the same human being I was speaking 2 months ago, a month ago, 2 months ago. They're actually extraordinary. They're achieving goals, being available and attainable to what the universe is offering them on such an extraordinary level. They can't even believe it. And how do I know that? Because they understand their history, their past behavior. They understand what they used to do back then, because that's history, that's ancient garbage, to what they're doing in the present moment. Because we're really into the future. There's no such thing as present. The past was literally a second ago. We're constantly living in the future. So what are you doing to make the best of this current moment right now to get you where you want to get? So here's the biggest question I'll ask. What is your big why? What's your big why? You have kids and you live for your kids? I have kids. That's given. That's granted. That's not a reason. I'm talking about you. What is your big why? You to be a good partner? No, I'm talking about you. What do you want out of life? What do you want to accomplish? What are your dreams? What are your goals? What is your purpose? What contribution are you giving to society so you get a return on investment? You get the compound effect, because the more you give, the 10x factor you get back in return. This is a very serious conversation. You need to hear this because a lot of people are, woe is me. It doesn't work anymore. People have enough of their own presenting issues than to deal with yours. You're secondary in everyone else's life. So don't think that you can try to please everybody. At the end of the day, you'll please nobody. This is a very difficult conversation to have. I'm trying to make you realize that if you do not upgrade your programming, this processor, this supercomputer, this infinite intelligence, this castle, this majestic castle that you have inside of you, if you do not focus on self-mastery, you won't attain your goals. Those that have attained their goals have put in massive amounts of work, pure grit, on a consistent basis. They look to their goal and then they reverse psychology how to attain that goal. So they go from, I want to make $1 million. Okay, well, I'm in sales. So in order to make $1 million, I'm going to close X amount of deal. It takes me X amount of time to close one deal. So if I want to make $1 million this year, let's say you're in real estate, average home is $1 million. So you get $30,000 commission, give or take, just $30,000 give or take. Okay. Now take $1 million, put that as your annual income. Okay, you've earned this. It's called gross commission income. Under that, put average price of a home in your city. Under that, put 3% commission from the sale of that property, and then divide your commission by the annual goal that you want to accomplish, $1 million. Use $1 million because $1 million is a nice goal. 100,000, now that's easy. You can do that. That's 6 figures. You're at 5 figures right now. That's 6 figures. Go big, go large. You might not hit $1 million in the next 12 months. You will hit $1 million in the next 3 years. It goes in cycles of 3, 6, and 9. Nikola Tesla, one of the smartest people to ever exist. Learn from the best. Acquire knowledge, understanding. Well, the knowledge gives you understanding how to become great. So the 369 technique is journal in the morning 3 times what you want to manifest. In the afternoon, you journal that same affirmation 6 times. And the evening before you go to bed, you repeat that same affirmation 9 times. 3, 6, 9. What it does is, as you're going to sleep, you go into theta state before you go into delta, which is deep sleep. Theta is your creativity. Theta is where you tap into that extraordinary ideas, time of expanding your mind. Theta is where you are in hypnosis and in meditation. You don't go into a deep sleep, like, fast asleep. You're conscious, however, you're unconscious. And that's when I can tap into your subconscious. I can work in the 90%. I can't work in the 10% of you. It will take me years. I don't have time for that. You're wasting my time, I'm wasting your time, and we're wasting everyone else's time. I work in the subconscious, which is 90% of your programming. Just like an iceberg, 10% above water, other 90% below water. Google it. I give you this analogy because I want you to realize, I want you to have an aha moment like, wow, I've been fooled all this time. Yes, you have. You've been lied to. Yes, you have. It's time for you to be realistic. Write down your goals. Reverse psychology to that. Contact me. There's a link in the description box below. Contact me. I will do a free session for you. In my sessions, what I do is I completely and utterly desensitize all those tens of thousands of thoughts that you're having in one day. You're having between 40 to 60,000 thoughts, give or take. I'm quietening your mind. It's like I'm resetting your processor, your programming. And you come out of it feeling refreshed, clarity of mind. You see things clearer. You seem to have a better understanding of yourself. You gain some kind of a knowledge of what you need to do. It's hard for you to tell me, but you kind of know what you need to do. And a lot of my clients, they are styling. I was happy for them. And more power to them. They're about self-mastery. They take risks. They work hard. They work smart. They're life learners. They're constantly reading. They're constantly advancing their minds. They're constantly looking at evolutionary, smarter ways than the traditional, old school ways, which don't work. Because if they worked, you wouldn't be watching this video. If you had all the money in the world, because money solves a lot of problems, you wouldn't be watching this video. You've got to expand your mindset. Because once you exercise the muscle, right, to the neuroscience of it, and I kind of polish your programming, and there's new neuron channels created, your brain has kind of, in a sense, expanded. It will never go back to its original size. If you have a fear of failure, which means you fail so many times, you're scared to fail again, so you never pull the trigger. If you have a fear of success, you want to be successful, but you have fear of that. All of this is FOMO, it's all fear of missing out. It's just, you've got anxiety, you've got depression, some tension in your jaw or in your neck. I can help you through hypnotherapy, help just soothe all the tension, all the stress, all the pressure that is inside your supercomputer. I call it infinite intelligence. That's also where you get that download of an idea. It's there, but it comes to the RAS. There's this little tiny crystal in your brain. It's like an antenna, and it receives supernatural messages, gifts. Think of it as a gift, and how you open that gift is how you enjoy it. I'm really hoping this resonates with you. It's vital that you really grasp what you're doing isn't working. And I love this statement. Doing the same thing over and over and over and over again is a sign of insanity. I didn't say that. Albert Einstein said that. And guess who did self-hypnosis? Albert Einstein. Athletes, CEOs, entrepreneurs, celebrities do self-hypnosis. Self-hypnosis is the same thing as visualization. You're tricking the mind, the subconscious mind, which is 90% of you. So think of it this way, okay? This is your subconscious mind. This is your consciousness. When you start to visualize, every 90 minutes, there's this door. This is called a critical mind. It's like a firewall. This door opens up about every 90 minutes and allows in positive, positive affirmations, positive ideas. If it's negative, it blocks it out. In hypnotherapy or visualization, when you want to manifest things, that critical mind opens up, that firewall. And then I go in and I massage your brain and I upgrade your programming. Then when I count you out, I close that door to the subconscious mind and I reinforce it through some more positive affirmations. And I block out all the negative and anything that no longer serves you. That's hypnosis. You are in hypnosis, even watching this right now. You're in a hypnotic state. And then all of a sudden, your reality, your consciousness becomes better. Because the subconscious mind does not know the difference between fantasy and reality. If you are just open to the idea, tap into God, into supernatural power. Do you just say it? Yes, you can. Words are powerful. Calm your mind and you focus on words in the Torah, in the Bible. You focus on those verses, those chapters. You are transforming your mindset. You're elevating it. You're going from here to here. I dare you to try that. Go into a quiet place, close your eyes, and just meditate on greatness, on glory, on success and prosperity. And the more you do it, the more you practice like I have. I went from being homeless, depressed, abandoned, guilty, to listening to meditation, to now being a clinical hypnotherapist who's getting my associates. Next year I go for my bachelor's, then I go for my master's, then I go for my doctorates. I'll have my own TV show in 3 years' time. Yes, I will. I'll put that out into the universe because it's already manifested, it's already happening. This is part of the process. What's your big why? What's your purpose? Commit, figure it out. I believe in you. You can do this. It's not rocket science. You're not trying to fly to Mars. You're trying to make yourself a better person. And that happens incrementally, one step at a time. How do you eat an elephant? You take one bite at a time. So set your goal and then reverse psychology, what that looks like month by month, week by week, day by day, hour by hour, maybe even minute by minute. I've done that many times. When you know your self-worth, then you know your success. Because I can tell you right now, I can ask you a question right now. What's your self-worth? You're asking, what does that mean? How much are you valued at an hourly rate? Is it $16? Is it $11? Is it $5? Is it $650 an hour? Is it $2,500 an hour? Is it $2,500 a second? You see, you don't know that. Now, if you're working at a job, yeah, you know that because that's your self-worth. Is you're getting paid $65 an hour. That's your self-worth. In order to elevate yourself, you've got to change your programming because you're adapted to your environment. You've got to remove yourself from the environment, remove yourself from those people because they're not serving you. There's no benefit being in a relationship with them, and reach for the stars, reach for the cosmos. In self-hypnosis, you take a stroll through your thoughts. You become a better person. Be a leader, not a follower. Be a lender, not a borrower. And always intend on doing the right thing. Look below for more videos and subscribe, like, share, crash that heart button. I need the support and I'll give you more amazing content like this. Cheers.